The Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Hi guys, Osama Bin Laden here with another fantastic product, and it's actually a bomb. It'll blow your fucking house up. Just kidding, it's this cocaine powder. You put it in water, holy shit, it turns white. You put it in this crap, and it explodes. It's safe on all colors, black, white, Asians, you got it. You're gonna take this, and you're gonna put it on your finger, then you're gonna put it on the carpet. Holy shit, it disappears. Ladies and gentlemen, eliminates red wine and grape juice. Oh my God. All over, just like I did to your mom's face, just all over. We're gonna take more cocaine, put it on octopus, and look at that semen everywhere. I'm rubbing semen on these fucking tiles. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet. We're gonna soak this towel in the semen. Holy shit, someone had a party last night. We're gonna take the semen out with my grandma's scarf. We're gonna get our hands all wet. We're gonna touch ourselves with it, and we're gonna put more cocaine in this big batch of Coca-Cola. As you can see, my granny's used underpanties are there, but that doesn't matter. More cocaine, more, all the cocaine. Yeah, fuck yeah. You need cocaine. You need cocaine. Oh yeah, more cocaine. Buy this cocaine. $40 value, but you know what? Fuck $40, $20 for 75 gallons of cocaine. Cocaine all over in a squirt bottle. I'm gonna squirt on your mom's fucking face. Oh my God. You're gonna put it in this bottle. Take this fucking orange, shove it in your ass. You're gonna put cocaine on the fucking appliances just for $19.95. Ladies and gentlemen, irresistible offer right here. And you know what? You see this shit? You see more cocaine? Well, guess what? We're gonna upgrade that shit to an even larger cocaine just for you. More fucking cocaine. Call the number right now. I'm absolutely crazy. Call it. Order it now.
I did the choreography myself. Hey honey, have you gained some weight in your rear end? The dress you wear reminds me of my old girlfriend. And where'd you get those shoes? I think they're pretty lame. Would you stop talking, cause I'm trying to watch the game? If you're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, these are the things you don't say to your wife. I planned a hunting trip next week on your birthday. I didn't ask you, but I knew it'd be okay. Go make some dinner while I watch this fishing show. I taped it over our old wedding video. If you're a man who've done that, a long and happy life, there's all the things you don't say to you. Solo. Okay. Your cooking is okay, but not like mother makes. The diamond in the ring I bought you is a fake. Your eyes look puffy, dear. Are you feeling ill? Happy anniversary, I bought you a treadmill. You're a man who wants to live a long and happy life, that too. These are the things you don't say to your lady. You're a man who doesn't want to get killed with a knife. These are the things you don't say to your lady.
Do you have feelings of inadequacy? Do you suffer from shyness? Do you sometimes wish you were more assertive? If you answered yes to any of these questions, ask your doctor or pharmacist about tequila. Tequila is the safe, natural way to feel better and more confident about yourself and your actions. Tequila can help ease you out of your shyness and let you tell the world that you're ready and willing to do just about anything. You'll notice the benefits of tequila almost immediately, and with a regimen of regular doses, you can overcome any obstacles that prevent you from living the life you want to live. Shyness and awkwardness awkwardness will be a thing of the past, and you'll discover many talents you never knew you had. Stop hiding and start living with tequila. Tequila may not be right for everyone. Women who are pregnant or nursing should not use tequila. However, women who wouldn't mind nursing or becoming pregnant are encouraged to try it. Side effects may include dizziness, nausea, vomiting, incarceration, erotic lustfulness, loss of motor control, loss of clothing, loss of money, loss of virginity, delusions of grandeur, table dancing, headache, dehydration, dry mouth, and a desire to sing karaoke and play all-night rounds of strip poker, truth or dare, and naked twister. Warning, the consumption of alcohol may make you think you're whispering when you're not. Is a major factor in dancing like a retard. May cause you to tell your friends over and over again that you're in love with them. Also may cause you to think you can sing. Alcohol may lead you to believe that ex-lovers are really dying for you to telephone them at 4 in the morning. Alcohol may make you think you can logically converse with members of the opposite sex without spitting. It may create the illusion that you are tougher, smarter, faster, and better looking than most people. And it may lead you to think people are laughing with you. Alcohol may cause pregnancy. And it also may be a major factor in getting your ass kicked. So what are you waiting for? Stop hiding and start living with tequila.
Yeah, my wife, she sometimes rages that I'm not so organized. She knows that it has been ages since I bought that bag of fries. Just look at the pile of dishes, the old tissues on that stool. You may think that I am hopeless, but my brain is pretty cool. ADHD, ADHD. I may be a slob, but I'm great at my job. That is just me. They call it a deficiency, but you know what? I do not agree. This could be our real superpower, ADHD. Just think of the human brain as a gigantic mixing board. Normal brains can use these dimmers to ease in and out of chores. A little of this and that, and like that all the chores are gone. My brain doesn't work like that, man. My brain just goes off and on. ADHD, ADHD. Destigmatize it, no one should hide it. Take it from me. It's not a deficiency that's wrong. ADHD, help me write this song. We're good creators, stop being haters. ADHD, ADHD. Yeah, I'm awful with money, but hey, I'm funny. Seriously, I might forget some things to tell, but please believe me now when I say you can get through it. Here's how you do it. ADHD. My phone's in the fridge, my desk is a mess. Hey, what's in that tree? This test gives me stress. Forget what to get, don't know where to go. But here's how I take control. I get exercise, I go on a walk. I make it a point to let people talk. My wife makes a list, it's here on my wrist. And now I am good to go. ADHD, girl, ADHD. Destigmatize it, don't even hide it. Take it from me. It's just the way my brain was made. But the good parts I never would trade. I'm not complaining, I'm entertaining. ADHD.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay, thanks for the help with the song. Wait, it's still going. Hang on. Come here. We're not done yet.
ADHD. ADHD. Melanie needs mowing, but I'll keep going. They changed the game. I need to finish what I sing because of my executive functioning. I'll do the pruning, but first I'm pruning. ADHD. We're different thinkers, we like to tinker. ADHD. It can be harder, but we are smarter. Destigmatizing, no need to hide it. You can get through it, just like I do it.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
And welcome everybody. Monday. If my mouse can work, so can I, right? Yeah, that's right. I have a feeling about that. Happy Monday, everybody. It is June the 27th, 2022. At least I think it is. And of course, we have to go ahead and put this song in rotation because that's how we roll.
What the work of the week that gets us all depressed. MONDAYSUCKS. Here comes more aggravation and a brand new week of stress. MONDAYSUCKS. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Monday sucks. Forever will it make you want to cry, 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 cry. Come along and sing your song, now get it off your chest. MONDAYSUCKS.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Monday. If you want to join the show, 813-699-5353. Karen is not here. Eric is not here. He'll be in actually a little bit later. And Alyssa is here, but not here, if you know what I'm saying. So, so far I'm batting 0 for 3. So far, so good. So anyway, how was everybody's weekend? Because we got one more weekend before the 4th of July, and then it's like 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend for some people. It's like kind of cool. Like me, you know, I work in a place that's open 7 days a week. So I actually got Monday off, and I actually went ahead and knew I was going to have Monday off. So I kind of went ahead and put for Sunday off too, because I usually work Sundays. But Sundays is only a couple hours. I work 3 hours. The rest of the time I work 8. So for me, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Now that, my friends, is a 4-day weekend. And it's like over here, it's like, you know, they finally are letting people shoot fireworks out there, like without any consequences. The thing I have is, if you live in a neighborhood where people are shouting out fireworks, you know, whether it be the 4th of July, you know, whether it be Labor Day, New Year's Eve, I've seen people shooting off fireworks during Christmas Eve, and I'm not sure if they're trying to aim for Santa up there. You know, if you see Santa, put a firework in there. Zoom! Rudolph's got his radar running. You know, the anti-firework. Anyway, but if you live in a neighborhood where, you know, people are shooting off fireworks, is there like a time where you just say, whoa, 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 man, stop the clock? I mean, is it like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock? What's the time? I apologize. I'm scarfing down the remainder of my dinner, which turned out horribly, by the way. You ever buy one of those pre-bacon wrapped pork loins? And this is the first time I've done it. I think it's going to be the last. I'm not sure. So first off, of course, I'm not a griller. And I'm thinking this is a grill type of thing where you go ahead and put one of these bad boys on a grill. Now, it'll probably turn out way better than what I had. My bacon came out soggy. So I was like, do I even want this? And the scalloped potatoes came out drippy. So it's not often I fail at a complete dinner. I'm not a chef by no means, but at least I'll have it cooked relatively fairly good for it to be, you know, edible, and then just pray and hope nobody gets sick later. But anyway, so like back to the fireworks, and I know I'm getting all off topic, and that ADHD song probably is like right up my alley right now. But it's like, at what point in time do you go ahead and call it quits for fireworks? Because I've had people in neighborhoods where, and I'm not talking about hood, I'm talking about, you know, regular neighborhood, like, you know, the neighborhood I live in here, everybody's sort of friendly. I mean, we don't have people banging on their beat boxes, or you hear cars up there with hydraulics going up and down, and loud music or anything like that. It's pretty quiet. But when it does come to the 4th of July, when it comes to New Year's Eve and everything like that, we have to give the dog a relax pill, because these things are loud. They're right up there. I mean, let's put it this way. If we're out back enjoying the fireworks, it's a great show. But at some point in time, it's like, listen, 4th of July falls on a Wednesday or whatever the case may be. We got to go to work next morning. You know, somebody's got to go ahead and just, you know, tuck it in and call it quits. So this time, what is it, Monday? Is it Monday the 4th of July falls on? Because I think, honestly, yeah, Monday the 4th. honestly, I think people are going to probably start shoot them off on the 3rd because that's a Sunday, and nobody's probably going to be working on the 4th. You know, that's a federal and national thing holiday. Listen, by the way, I'm going to try to refrain from the federal term because I don't think anybody's really happy with the federal government right now. But anyway, so you go ahead and you shoot off your fireworks, which, by the way, what are like? I've never shot like the fireworks in the air. I know they come in like these big boxes. There's like 12 or 16 of them or something like that. And it's like, I see them shooting off these things, but it's all the same damn firework. It's like one box of, 12 or 16 rounds. You light it up and you see the same thing go up for 12 or 16 times. I'm like, what about a variety pack? How about, selling me a variety pack of 16 variations of a air firework? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they call them, the molars or molars. I forget what they call them. I don't know. But, fireworks that shoot up in the air and go boom. That's what I'm talking about. I want one of those, but I also want, when I light up the firework, I want to wow me. Granted, you buy these 12 packs or 16 packs in a box that wow you, you're going to get wowed for the first, 3-4 times. And I'm thinking, all right, we got to wait another 8 rounds to go off before this box is done. And that's like $200 out of my pocket, So, but the main question going before, because right now the sun does not set. The sun doesn't set here until about 8:15, 8:30. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you're going into 9 o'clock at the earliest because you want to make sure it's pitch dark. You're going at 9 o'clock the earliest to go ahead and get any fireworks thrown out there, which means you're going to have the drunken families, the people that have all these people over, they're spending the night. You're looking at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock saying, hey, it's early. Let's fire them up. Boom, boom, boom. And it's like, I'm living next door to these people. And it's like, dude, I got to go to work. My dog's going to go ahead and be nuts here, And I see on the neighborhood messages, because I have a couple of groups on Facebook that, are in this neighborhood that report on BS and like, oh, there's a shooting here, there's a fire here, and oh, hey, listen, if you want a good deal on your car, don't go here, those type of groups. So I'm on a couple of these groups, and they're like saying, well, listen, I got PTSD, and I got a condition, and this and that and this and that. So I'm over here trying to figure out, you're wanting to please everybody, I think. But honestly, do you really please anybody? Because you want to shoot off these fireworks, but now all of a sudden it's like it's like you got these people complaining, I don't want to have big booms. It's going to remind me back in World War II or the Korean War or whatever war they were fighting in. Listen, I got all respect for that. I do. But it's like, do I have to go ahead and put away my fireworks? Come on now. But let's go ahead and get like a good time. Hey, Christy, good evening. Karen is, especially with those letters, Karen. Karen is actually not here today. As you can tell, she is at home. Obviously, virtual doesn't even work anymore. But she can't be on because David apparently is coming in from far, far away, and she needs to go pick him up. So. Let's go ahead and roll down some of these messages here. Some of them actually came earlier before I even came on the show. Billy Buzz says, get well, Philip. Actually, Philip D. Blackman, who does a show right before me right here on this very station, rawtalkonlineradio.com. He actually did a show, so he sounds all right. I mean, I think he's probably, still in the after effects of COVID, but absolutely make sure you get better. John Monroe also says, get well, Mr. Philip D. Blackman. YouTube listener here, we got a case, not sure what that is. It says party time. I'm not sure about that. I mean, we could party, I guess. John mentioned something about a party favor, cocaine in the membrane. That was basically on some of the bits I was playing. It had nothing to do with cocaine, but he went there. Troy Buchanan joins us, says good evening, sir. And Christy wanted to say, where's Karen? So Karen right now is at home, going to go ahead and pick up hubby. They're probably going to have a little boom boom fun, and I'm not talking about the firework fun. I'm talking about boom boom in the bedroom. So good for David, good for Karen. If you want to join the show and not just chat, 813-699-5353. Eric will be here in a little bit. Alyssa probably next hour, and we'll go ahead and have everything going on. We got some things that we want to go ahead and discuss, and I kind of want to make sure everybody is in here first, but I'm not sure. But things that are happening right now that we kind of want to go over. Number one, the big news, of course, everything stems from this thing, with the abortion, with the Roe versus Wade being overturned. One of the things that's happening here, there's actually a lot of companies, a big list of companies that are actually providing benefits to women who want to go ahead and, if they need an abortion, to travel to a state that allows it. Yeah. Like Disney is one of them. Dick's Sporting Goods is another one. I think Amazon is on that list. There's a lot of companies out there that actually want to go ahead. Here's just a few. Meta, which is the Facebook company, Apple, Yelp, Bumble, Levi, Lyft, Zillow, Netflix, DoorDash, Match, Microsoft, Disney, Citi, Bank of America, Tesla, MasterCard, Airbnb, Starbucks, Reddit. So these are just a few of the companies that are actually going to go ahead and say, hey, we're going to back you, ladies. We're going to go ahead and say, you need to go somewhere. We'll cover the cost for you. Now, a lot of these businesses, like they either on the far right, the far left, or right down the middle. It's like the porridge over there from a little Unrighted Hood. It's a little too hot. It's a little too cold. I don't think anything's just right. But anyway, a lot of these companies, they're going ahead and say, listen, we'll back you. And it's not just Disney. Like I said, Disney, they're known to go ahead and being controversial. They're known to go ahead and rub people the wrong way. But this one, I think I like it. I like the fact that they're doing this. Now, here's the thing, and I'm going to go ahead and say it on record. I am not a fan of abortion just for the hell of it. I think abortion needs to be done seriously. It needs to be done if it is a problem with the woman, and if she has a medical condition or there is a threat to her life beyond the obvious. Because pregnancies, yes, just giving birth can cause problems. But if there is something known that could cause a problem, yes, I agree. If you're raped, yes, absolutely, get rid of it. But at the same time, though, I think only on those measures is it done. Again, that's my opinion. You have your own opinion. That's fine. I agree with you on that. I'm just not a fan of abortions. You have a life inside you. You need to take care of that life. You need to nurture that life. If you want to, it's your choice. You're right. Absolutely. It's your choice. But it's also your choice to go ahead and have sex unprotected. It's also your choice to go ahead and not go to plan B or anything like that. It's also your choice not to be on birth control. So it's really kind of like, there's a lot of your choices there. It's your choice to engage in sexual contest with a man who just doesn't want to pull out. It's your choice if you want to go ahead and say, fill me up, daddy, fill me up. Well, yeah, it's your choice. Again, contraceptives, I know they're kind of, apparently there's a thing there where they're going to be harder to come by. So I'm over here thinking, what's the case with that? But again, abortion only in absolute necessary. Daniel wants to go ahead and make an argument, which is fine. You think that's because abortion is cheaper than maternity leave. You know something? I want to bring up. And this goes two ways. Let me tell you this. So this goes two ways. I think if you're pregnant, you go ahead and go full term. And if you're in a company that has paid maternity leave, a lot of these companies, mine included, have like 3 months of paid maternity leave, sometimes 6, sometimes a year, depending on the company. Okay. All right. Say, for instance, you don't want the kid. You don't want it. Fine. The thing that the government needs to take effect in, and I'm talking about all the states, you need to make adoption a lot easier to get into. Okay. Right now is a pain in the ass to go ahead and file for adoption, get the adoption approval. Listen, we were fostering our son, okay? Fostering. And it took us over a year and a half from the time we wanted to adopt by the time we finally got the adoption. That's insane. That is crazy. That's cruel to the kid. And it's cruel to the parents that are trying to go ahead and raise this kid their own. You want to go ahead and stop all this crap? Go ahead, make it financially beneficial. Listen, you want to go ahead, have your maternity leave, have the baby, give the baby up for adoption to a direct person. Like, there are a ton of people that wish they could have a kid. There are a ton of people, but the only reason why they don't do it is because the laws are so fucking crazy that nobody will want to do it. Who would want to go ahead and go through that agony? The agony of you well, obviously you have to be a background check, but we also have to make sure A, B, C, and D. Listen, how hard is it to go ahead and sign over rights, do a background check on the people that are going to take over, find out that they're fit, that they have a job, and give the baby over? What's the problem with that? It could be done in literally a week. Why not? Will, what's up, man? How you doing?
So I got the notification that you were live.
Yes, I am.
So
At least I think I am.
in, and the first thing you're talking about is the Roe v. Wade crap, and I'm like, oh man.
I know it's beating the death, but I'm taking another angle on it though. I'm taking another angle on it. No, everybody knows that this is a catastrophe. So what I did is I opened up the show in regards to the companies that are willing to put financially back the travel expenses for a woman to go ahead and have a pregnancy in a state that does allow it. So that was where I opened it up with. I opened it up with my take on the abortion thing.
Am I allowed to get hated on your show on my stance of all this?
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Give me a second. I'm not the one that's going to go ahead and ridicule you on your opinion if it's even against me.
I don't live in Florida, and nobody knows who I am on here, really. And I don't float on Facebook that often. You know that.
Of course.
But this is my opinion of abortion. If you're going around, and this goes both ways, but if you're going around and just doing whatever the fuck you want because it's fun, abortion is not a form of birth control. Okay,
I agree.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And
but again,
so
again, you have to fight with those people. My body, my choice. Yes. And I also went out and said, it's your choice to have unprotected sex. It's your choice to not go on birth control. It's your choice. Absolutely.
It's your choice. But if you're fertile myrtle and you had 10 abortions in like 2-3 years because you keep getting pregnant and refuse to go on birth control or use a condom, then there's something wrong here.
Do you think there should be like a 3-strike penalty? Like, okay, you have 3. Like, I can only go ahead. Now, this is unrelated, but maybe kind of working where you're going with this. I can only take a driver's ed course to get points off my license 5 times in my life. How about that? Is there like a limit of how many abortions you can have? Like, like a punch card or something?
This is where I'm going. This is where I'm like with that. I really don't know. I've never really thought about it much. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I mean, that's just my view. It shouldn't be used as a form of birth control.
I mean, I agree.
Okay?
I mean, because listen, when you go ahead and get an abortion, number one, that's fucking up your body. You're going in there and you're going ahead and doing whatever has to be done, but that takes a toll out of your body too. It shouldn't be done because that could have side effects. I think doing it that many times.
On top of that, going along with it, if the only reasons I honestly feel that I'm like 110% like, hey, the woman has her choice to do whatever the hell she wants with her body.
Agreed.
If the woman gets raped, hey, if you actually want to carry that child for 9 months and just give it up for adoption, that's on you.
Right.
That's your choice to do that. But if you want to go for an abortion because some man raped you, then hey,
that's one of those. That's one of those unequivocal. Listen, you got raped, you got carte blanche. Go ahead and get in there and just take care of it.
Now the other one that I say, now if the pregnancy is going to be detrimental. Let's say, I forgot what the technical term is, but a fallopian tube pregnancy. There is technical.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Well, I know that some pregnancies are basically, very detrimental to the woman's life or the mortality of during the pregnancy.
There
So
are some forms of pregnancy, Charles, where the egg doesn't fully come out of the tube.
yeah, I heard about that. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that can kill the baby and the mother, so they have to go in and kill.
Yeah. And like I said, those circumstances, I think, just fall into that category of absolutely we want to save your life. We want to go ahead. And if you were raped, listen, obviously this was unintentional.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and do it.
But if the woman is pregnant and it's like, well, it's a possibility you could die.
Yes.
And she's like, I don't care. I want my baby to live.
Ooh.
Like, the baby's going to live, but there's a chance you could die. And the woman wants to go through with it.
But that's not her. But that's her choice, though. That's her choice.
That's her choice.
Right.
That is her
I agree.
choice. The husband may not like it, but that's her choice.
Yep. And like we stated before this conversation, this is your opinion. You're entitled to it. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Listen, we're both men. At least, I was when I was born. Well, I'm sure you were, right? You had a PP inside the womb, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it's like, we don't know the emotional strain that a woman has to go through. That I will admit, we have no idea.
I will never say that I do.
Yeah,
I will never say that I know.
Yeah, we don't pretend to.
I have had friends that have went through the process of going through an abortion. Now, you know my stance. I'm an extremely devout Christian. And my best friend is a transgender gay male.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
And I have friends that have went and got abortions, and people are like, some of my other quote unquote Christian friends are like, how can you hang out with a transgender gay guy?
Yeah.
That's actually a girl. No, actually he's a guy. And and the same thing with, well, they killed a baby. Oh, well, that was their choice. And if you read the Bible correctly, didn't Jesus hang out with the tax collector?
The thing is, and well, I appreciate you going ahead and quoting the Bible and quoting religion that you have grown up on. But see, the thing is, this, and I think that's the major problem with everybody here. You cannot go ahead and quote a Bible on. You can't. You have to look at this legally.
You cannot. I'm just saying, when people are judging me for what I do, I'm like, you're hanging out with a sinner. Dude, love the sinner, man.
Yeah. Listen, number one, nobody needs to judge anybody, really. I mean, come on now.
Judge not. You know what I'm saying? I don't judge anybody for what they do. I love them. I don't have to love what they do.
Absolutely.
You gotta love the person.
Absolutely. I agree.
And that's how I put it out there. That's always how I live my life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, like, with this whole Roe v. Wade being turned, and now it's like people are worried about the LGBTQIA plus whatever other letters they want to add to it now.
Don't make fun of that. LGBTQ.
No,
don't make fun of that.
I'm not. My brother is a member of that community.
Okay.
But like I said, it was, as far as I knew, it was LGBTQ plus.
Yeah. Plus.
And then later on, a friend of mine saw something that said LGBTQIA plus, and I went to my friend that is like my brother, and I said, "Hey, what's the IA mean?"
It's almost like they're working for it's almost like they're working for our cable company here, because we have so many acronyms. My God, sounds like that's more acronyms than we need. And I'm over here. I'm over here with you saying the LGBTQ plus. I'm thinking, what, did they come out with an app? Is it streaming live because they're doing the plus thing?
Oh, Charles.
I'm not insulting it by saying what other letters that they have, because everyone should be included, like LGBTQ plus. Now there's other people like, well, hey, we want to be in there too. So you got the IA plus, because there's other people out there.
Can we just go ahead? Can we just go ahead and put on, like, one universal term, like, we are all elite or something like that. We just come out. If we're coming out gay or trans, or we're all elite, because the AEW is all elite. and I think we need to just go ahead and go all elite.
Oh, exactly. Like, I don't care. You know, I support my brother / best friend, no matter what he does. I don't care. He came out, told me he was trans. I was just like, okay. I didn't know anything about that.
All
lifestyle.
ethnicities worldwide. That's what it should be.
Yeah, I don't understand, and I didn't understand anything about that lifestyle. He told me everything that he knows.
Yeah.
Like, example, like about a month ago, I used to say before, and I'll just make up a name, before Joe was Joe. Right?
Yeah.
And Joe would say, actually, it's
Joan.
pre-transition. You say pre-transition because I was always Joe. It's just I pre-transitioned into Joe.
See, this is where I'm going to get. I'm going to get hate for this. But when you say pre-transition, that means you're still that sex. If I'm going from male to female and I am in pre-transition, I still got a wiener. I'm male. I mean, listen, you can go ahead and call it whatever you want. You got a pee-pee. You need to stand at a urinal. No? I know I'm going to hate for this. I know I am. I know I am.
You're right. You're right. Because like I said, until
I'm
everything
wrong.
has been...
I'm wrong. Because if you ask anybody in that community, by the way, Eric's on, by the way, finally. But if you ask anybody in the community that, I'm transitioning, but I just haven't chopped it off yet. No, you're practicing yourself as a female.
What they're prepping. In my opinion, it's almost like somebody will say, well, I'm going to be 17 August the 9th. So you're 16 now. I mean, that's the way I see it. Until day one of the transition happens, I'm still considering them whatever it is they're trying to trans out of.
But Eric, what is considered day one of the transition? Hormone replay or estrogen shots? Because you can have all that crap done before PP goes bye-bye.
That's true. Well, I guess if the individual is going to determine that, I guess what we really would say wouldn't matter. It's whatever that individual feels comfortable in referencing themselves.
That's true.
I know until I'm corrected, I'm going to say you're a male until you're 100% trans. But that's just me. But then who really cares? You know, because I'm not the one that's not having the procedure done. So if somebody corrects me in how they want to be referred to, I have no issue with that, because they obviously are going to be the expert. You know, I'm not. So if I call you Joe, but you're transitioning to Janet, and if you want me to call you Janet, even though you still have male parts, Janet it is.
All right. Danielle's making a comment there. That is what he's saying about pre-transition. You don't say before he was Joe. You say Joe pre-transition, because he says he was always a male. He was just living as a female.
And there's where I get confused.
I'm sorry. Call me dense. Call me dumb. Call me lower than garbage. I don't know.
Hey.
It's like trying to learn long math or that
Charles,
that
let me
version of math.
tell you this.
Go
Man.
ahead.
Let me tell you this. Before my best friend
Right.
came into my life and came out saying I'm transitioning, I saw people when I went to Parkside, the big campus here in Kenosha, where I grew up.
Right.
There was plenty of females that were dressing like dudes and dudes that were dressing like females. And I was like, in my mind, seeing this, I thought it was like the emo phase. You know what I mean?
You know something. Back in the day, we called that a lifestyle. We called that drag. We would call that drag.
Yeah.
We wouldn't call it. We wouldn't call it like, well, I'm officially. No, it's like these guys want to dress up as a female. That's drag. Those are drag queens. But it's become just a thing now, to the point where, oh my God, you need to go ahead and make up your mind who you are. It's like you can't have fun with it no more. Now everything is just heartfelt heartbreak. If you feel a certain way about it.
Speaking of heartfelt and heartbreak, I was talking to a buddy of mine that we grew up together. Now,
by the way, thank you, Daniel.
Charles,
I understand and I appreciate you understand my confusion on this one. Thank you.
Okay, let me tell you this. A buddy, I think we're close to the same age. I'm 43.
I'm 44.
Okay. Do you remember Eddie Murphy Raw and Delirious?
I remember Eddie Murphy
Yes.
Raw. I just don't remember it very vividly. It's been a while since I saw it.
Does your co-host, which I'm sorry, MS Brain, I have trouble with names.
It's Eric. And yeah, I do remember Eddie Murphy's Delirious and Eddie Murphy's Raw. I remember both of them.
Okay, the stuff that he said back then in the early to mid 80s, you can't say that stuff now.
Oh shit! You can't say the stuff that Robin Williams said right before he died. The stuff now. Come on, man. This is a different world again now.
You can't get away with it because everyone gets so offended by everything. I sit there, went back and watched Raw the other night, and I was like, I was dying laughing. And I had one of my friends over here, and he was looking at me like, how can you laugh at this? I'm like, dude, this is hilarious.
Yeah.
And he goes, this is so offensive.
It's so offended. I can't believe you're allowing to laugh at that.
I'm like, dude, this is stuff I grew up on. He goes, dude, the stuff you grew up on was offensive as hell. And I was just like, man, we grew up in different eras then.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
And a lot of people just can't handle. Listen, there is hundreds of years of history in theater, in videos, in music, and it's like hundreds of years gone by. It's like most of the stuff that you hear is going to be offensive to somebody.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It's like you cannot please everybody. You cannot please everybody.
Well, do you remember? You definitely remember this because this was my childhood, and it should have been yours if you were into that. Do you remember NWA's album Straight Outta Compton in 1989?
No, I've only no, I don't remember that, unfortunately.
Well, I remember it. Like I was telling you earlier, I went to that concert in Detroit where the police had shot up in the air because they were singing some songs that they told them not to sing. So yeah, I bought all the NWA stuff. I'm not saying the stuff they were saying was right, but it was damn funny for the time.
No. What I'm trying to get at with that is they did a song called F the Police, okay? It was taken out of context because people were taking it as, the general media were taking it as a song that was assaulting or referencing negative behavior towards police officers. That is not true.
No, but that's what they took it as.
Yeah.
It was referencing negative stuff towards police officers, but police officers in their area, in their hometown, in the cities they grew up in, which was very, very, very oppressive towards African Americans in their age range, because they were automatically assumed to be drug dealers or gang members. And NWA, none of them except Eazy-E was a drug dealer or a gang member.
Right.
So I actually did a huge report in college because I had to take a business law class. We had to take one of the 10 amendments and write a paper on it. So I took the First Amendment and I literally wrote a 20-page paper on how the First Amendment was not being utilized correctly with NWA's song, Fuck the Police. Oh, and I said it. My bad.
I'm so sorry. I know. I gotta have to remove. You're gonna have to remove it on that one. Stop that. Stop cursing. How dare you curse on my show?
I didn't want to say F the police. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to say the actual word.
Yeah, that's it. We're gonna get banned from Facebook. Thanks for that.
Anyway, so I did a whole freaking paper.
Anyway, we're morphing into like subjects beyond our comprehension here. Go ahead, make your point. We got to go ahead and move on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It always happens, man. It's the MS, man. Blame my MS. Or you know what? Better yet, the hot topic of this weekend was just blame my ex.
Okay, we'll do that. Blame your ex.
Yeah.
Oh my word! All right.
Hoping this weekend you get upset. It's something for off the air.
No problem. All right, man. Hey, listen, how you been feeling? Other than that, how you been doing?
Bro, I'm sorry I bunny trailed again. Blame my MS brain, or better yet, blame my ex.
We'll do both of them.
It was nice meeting you, Eric. You guys have a great show. I'll be listening for a little bit, but I got more unpacking and stuff to do. So,
all right, man. Well, I appreciate the support overall this time. Thank you.
All right, thanks for calling in.
All right, bye. All right, that's Will from Wisconsin. Will has been a longtime fan. Back when I was doing my sports show on the Bucks Report, that's how me and him went ahead and actually met up. Sort of. He's been my fan. Morphed over to the talk show that I do now, and yeah, he's gone through some stuff here. So we wish him the best. But yeah, he's looks like he's back to calling in, which is good. Which is really good and bad, I guess. Maybe a little bit of craziness going on. But Eric has joined us into the studio. He said he was going to be a little bit late, so he's here finally, and I'm just going to get Eric caught up a little bit. So the first thing I went ahead is, of course, talking about the whole Roe versus Wade result, but also what's been happening is there's about a good couple of dozen companies out there that are actually now going ahead and saying, hey, we will pay you to go to whatever state you would like to go to. Now, Daniel was made a comment there. It says, do you think that's because abortion is cheaper than maternity leave? Honestly, and I think it's actually going to be depending on the job, because some of these are pretty big companies like Amazon, Disney, Microsoft, Meta. So yeah. But I'm over here thinking it's like, listen, they're trying to support their female workers. Has nothing to do with medical or maternity leave. I think you'll still get maternity leave regardless, but it's like, they're giving them the choice. It's like, well, you show us what the cost is now with everything with travel going up, that could be a pretty penny to get reimbursed, but they will go ahead and take care of the travel expenses. I don't know exactly what the rules are, but they look like they're opening up the floodgates to go ahead and have the woman take care of what she needs to take care of. What do you think? I mean, do you think this is a good thing for the companies to do in response to this, or do you think they're just opening themselves up for ridicule?
You know what? I think they're trying to cover themselves, because with the swiftness of how this verdict happened, and there are no immediate changes that are taking place right now in the vast majority of the states. So it's not as if, they did the ruling over the weekend and like the next day it was illegal. There are still the states that have to go through whatever process that they have to go through. But I actually like it, though. I really think that it shows, whatever their motives are on the outside, it appears as if the company cares about its female population and the magnitude of that decision that needs to be made. So I applaud them for it. I do think that there's some underlying reasons. You don't usually see big companies like that respond to something that quickly. I don't know if they had a heads up on it or not. So on that one, I'm a little suspicious on. But
well, even if they did have a heads up on, I'm sure they probably kept their ear to the ground about what's been going on in Washington and stuff like that. Because, all these companies, I mean, I'm sure they have a hand on who goes ahead and gets elected somehow. I'm sure money's being transitioned somehow. But these companies that are taking part in this, I applaud them. I applaud them that they're going ahead and looking out for each other. So if you are pregnant, and whatever the case may be, and I guess more for that later, but you're pregnant and you want to have an abortion, and that state doesn't offer it, they'll pay you for travel to whatever the nearest state is that you can get there, and have a nice day, and go get your thing taken care of, and come on back to work.
That's the smart way to do it. We can't say that big business is always making a smart decision, but in this case, I think they nailed it.
Yep. Alyssa is coming in as well. Wanted to ask you about that. About a couple of dozen businesses, including Disney, is offering to go ahead and do travel. What are your takes on that?
Well, my takes on abortion in general, so they're not. I really don't feel like.
So even if it's a matter of life or death,
okay, if it's a medical necessity,
right,
that's one thing.
Okay,
but they're talking about doesn't matter what the reason is, just
just go ahead and cut it out.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, I know in Michigan we have a law on the books since like the 1930s where abortion actually is illegal prior to the Roe versus Wade ruling.
Mm-hmm.
That rule has been suspended. People are still allowed to have abortions. The only provision that they had in that 1931 law was if the mother's life was in danger, not rape, none of those factors, just if the mom's life was in danger. So what's happening now is we're going to put it on the ballot once they get enough signatures. Now, honestly, I think that they're about there. I think it's like 500,000 signatures statewide are needed, and I think they've already eclipsed that. So it's going on the ballot in November. Yep. Until then, abortion is still legal, pending what happens on the election.
So they're holding off making a ruling at the state level up there in Michigan until the November ballots are cast.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. So, all right. So, like I said, everything is on a state-by-state basis now. And the point I was trying to make is these companies are stepping up to go ahead and look after the female rights, so to speak, in regards to that. Even though a lot of us are like on the fence or on one side or on the other side, it's like, it's you got to go ahead and make they're making the decision in regards to overall what they think is right. So again, hate them, don't hate them, it's up to you, but at least 24 or at least a couple dozen businesses are offering to cover some or all of the travel for taking care of business outside of the state. If your state doesn't offer it, we'll go ahead and we'll plant you a trip up there to wherever wherever you need to go ahead and get that taken care of. So,
and and those stays are not cheap, because if you go out of state, you can't just travel back right after you have the procedure.
That's true, but I don't know if they're going to cover a 4 seasons or a 5 seasons hotel room, or if there's just travel costs. I mean, you may have to stay in an RV or something like that, or maybe in a cardboard box until you get home. I don't know.
Yeah, that's just like it can get pretty complicated with those procedures, from what I understand.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure exactly the numbers and the figures of how each company is going to handle the cost of either being reimbursed, or they're going to cut them a check right off the bat. I don't know how it's going to happen. So maybe it's kind of like, the whole thing we'll cover your college, we'll reimburse you, meaning you're going to have to come up with the 5,000 or 10,000 for that semester. We'll reimburse you later, and we'll see how that works out. So,
could be.
Yeah.
Good. No, I'm sorry. So you did hear about a couple of the justices had people that were outside of their homes?
I did not hear that. Tell me more.
Yeah, I want to say that it was Justice Kavanaugh's home in particular that people were camped outside of, to the point where he was in fear of his life. There was a mob that was out there, more or less. The vast majority of them were really, really ticked off. So it's been proposed that the justices now have around-the-clock protection, because when they make a ruling, and you know what, agree or disagree, we should not be vandalizing people's houses or attempting to break into their houses or making death threats to these justices.
Well, go ahead and tell that to the people that went in on January 6th. Oh, we don't agree with that. We're going to storm the Capitol.
Well, that's definitely
we're going to Hunger Games you.
That's definitely wrong, because if you ask me, that actually set the precedent for what just happened a couple of days ago.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can be mad about anything we want, but I mean, come on now. I mean, do you really think that that's going to do anything? It's like they rounded up all of those people that were at the Capitol. There were thousands of people that were there. They got the vast majority of those folks. So please don't tell me that people think that because it's such a large number of people that they're not going to track you down. The government will track you down.
Absolutely. Yeah. Again, agree or disagree. Listen, they're in their state, or they're in their area for a reason. And listen, they made the ruling. And nothing you do camping out there or whatever, nothing you do is going to change that. Unfortunately, I mean, you can go ahead and go to your state senator, your state, government and stuff like that, and keep abortion legal. you can go ahead and do that, kind of like how Michigan's doing it, keep abortion legal or overturn it, whatever the case may be. So just got to reach out to your state in regards to it. Get that petition signed, get it on a ballot. And hopefully the state actually, now if the state doesn't do it, then you have all permission to go ahead. No, I'm kidding. You're just gonna have to stay home. I don't know what to tell you there. It's just
well, and again, as you find out more about this decision, it's not that they are making it illegal. They're just saying on a national level, we don't have the right to make that judgment. You have the right wherever it is that you stay at to customize this the way that you want it or get rid of it if you so choose.
Danielle is a very smart person. She has a lot of knowledge in regards to all this here. No state limits abortion if it is a medical necessity for the mother. So I'm kind of happy to hear that, because that would be one of the reasons why I would say, okay, you need to do what you need to do. What did Whoopi Goldberg say about Clarence Thomas? I think John was making a little bit of a funny, but it is what it is.
Mr. Long Dong Silver, huh? I remember the Clarence Thomas. I remember the Clarence Thomas confirmation.
Yeah. 813-699-5353. Hey, listen, we're getting to the top of the hour. We're going to go ahead and cut away for a break. We got music from Attic Door and Freak Star. We'll go ahead and start with the Attic Door first. Then we got a bit. Come on back here. I'd say about 8 or 9 minutes. We'll go ahead and have some more funny coming your way right after this. Don't go anywhere. All right, we'll try that again.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
Where is the fire that you see? Where are the flames you want me to feel? You were so sure of what you know, that all your systems are a go. Judge them in your mind. Why in this world of blind deceit? How can you believe? How can you see? Tell me now, without a doubt. Why and how? Why are you shouting at the world? Stop and think again. You're just like a stumbling fool. You're falling for the same game, the same old rules. Wound up like a bull in the bound. Your majesty, you're just following the blind. Why can't you see all the lies? The spider web catching flies. You're like a puppet in a play, dancing on the stage. Take off the cover, round your neck. You're not a card in the deck. You will not learn all that you need if you keep looking at the screen. You're just like a stumbling fool. You're falling for the same game, the same rules. Wound up like the bull in the pound.
the night goes into day. Night goes into day. The sunlight always brings me pain. It's gonna bring me pain. But now I'll rest in a shallow grave. I'll rest in a shallow grave. Until the next time I misbehave. I'm gonna misbehave. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. Decided games beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it, bringing out the sin. Another night falls over day. Night falls over day. The moonlight always brings me prey. It's gonna bring me prey. To lay to rest in a shallow grave. Lay to rest in a shallow grave. So much sin now cannot be saved. Well, I can never be saved. It's in my blood, it's in my soul. I can't resist when it takes control. Decided days beneath my skin. Well, I can feel it, bringing out the sin. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out.
Yeah, I need some help.
What's the matter?
With my math.
Was your mouth?
No, it's my math. I have to do it. Will you help me?
Sure. Where do you live?
No, it's my math.
Yeah, I know it. Where do you live, though?
No, I want you to talk to me on the phone.
No, I can't do that. I can send someone else to help you.
Okay,
What kind of math do you have that you need help with?
I have takeaways.
Oh, you got to do the takeaways?
Yeah.
All right, what's the problem?
You have to help me with my math.
Okay. Tell me what the math is.
Okay, 16
Yeah.
take away 8.
Uh-huh.
Is what?
You tell me, how much do you think it is?
I don't know, 1.
No. How old are you?
I'm only 4.
4?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another problem? That was a tough one.
Oh, here's one. 5 take away 5.
5, take away 5. And how much do you think that is?
5. Brian, what are you doing? Just putting that out of me right now. What did I tell you about putting on the bed?
More mother.
I need help. The car says that. I didn't mean to
We cough on the competition. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, whatever you do not call 911 if you need help with math. Please, especially if it's something because
Unless it's that new math.
yeah, oh my God, that new math is horrible. Is anybody even still teaching it anymore? I don't think so.
I think a lot of states did away with it.
Yeah. 813-699-5353. Eric's in the house. Alyssa's in the house. I'm in the house, and I'm actually very comfortable in the house. It's a comfortable 75 degrees in this house. Outside right now, it feels like 705.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. It's actually pretty chill over here in Detroit. The high was like in the low 80s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wish.
Yeah. Right.
Fuck you.
Yeah. So sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll be telling you that while I have like 8 inches of snow at my doorstep, and you are in like a cut off shirt and sweats or shorts. Yeah, I'll be sending that one right back to you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right. Right
exactly.
Back
with the capital F.
I miss snow. I wish I could see it again. Honestly, I wished it actually when we went up there in April. I was kind of hoping there was some snow.
I was hoping it would too, and it didn't.
I mean, I went ahead and
it came close the one day.
Well, it was like the lows were the high was like in the 40s, man. It's like what the fuck? It's April.
I'll tell you what. If you two really miss it so bad, I'll tell you what. I'll be more than happy to let you guys come up, stay a couple of days in the midst of the snow. I mean, you clearly have forgotten how irritating the snow is.
Well, yeah, of course. We clearly
listen. I was 7 when I moved here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think I was like 12. I've been down here like 30 years. It's like, dude, like I said, last time I went up there, I was like 21. It's been 20 something years since I seen my dad. Well, actually, no, I seen him down here. It's been 20 something years since I've actually gone up there. He went
to our wedding.
Yeah, he did go to our wedding. He did make it down here. And it's like, I can't believe it, Chuck. It's so warm down here. Why? I need to move down here. No, he didn't say that.
Well, when I stayed in Houston, was in Houston from 2014 to 2016. My son, we moved back up here. He was like 5, so he really forgot what snow was. So the first winter, he sees the snow coming down on the ground. He runs outside with just like his house shoes on and his pajamas, yelling in the middle of the street, "It's snowing! It's snowing! It's snowing!" And then that cold hit him. He was like, "It's cold! It's cold!" And he ran right out.
That would be Stefan.
Yeah,
that'd be our son.
Yeah,
that would be. But it was so funny, guy. You ever just wish that you had like a camera ready for those type of moments?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's why I make sure I have my phone on me all the time.
Well, hey, I knew what the snow was. I wasn't trying to go back out there, but it was good that he had a chance to experience the excitement of the snow until he realized, like, damn, it's cold out here.
But dude, Eric, do you realize that nowadays it's like we don't even know when the snow's coming? There's winters that sometimes you guys don't. You have just a little bit of snow, and there's winters that you guys get bombarded with it. So it's like,
yes,
it's like we could go ahead and say, all right, Eric, I'm going to take you up on your deal. Sometime like in January, I'm going to come up for my birthday. And we're gonna party in the snow, and we come up for January, and it's like warmer than hell, and there's not a lick of snow on the ground.
Yeah, we've had like 60, 70 degree days in January. Yeah. This weather was bipolar. I can it was just up, down, up, down, up, down. In February, we had an 80-degree day.
Jeez,
in February.
80 degrees in February up there in Michigan.
Yes,
heat wave.
Man, but you want to know what? People just don't have sense, though. You had girls running around here in outfits that clearly, I mean, that the weather's going to turn back at some point cold. They're running around here sick, chest all out, got their summer gear on. I'm sitting around there and I'm looking, I'm like, I'm like, okay.
But, hey, listen, at least for the time being, enjoy the view, I mean, come on now.
Here.
Hey, I borrow a quote from the great Tupac Shakur. Please tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy. So if you're advertising,
right?
If you have to advertise it, I don't want it.
Go ahead,
hon. Here it's like it'll be cold for like a day, and then it'll be back into the 80s. So it's like we wear, well, at least I wear. Charles still wears shorts, but I wear like pants and a t-shirt and then have the sweatshirts on standby in case it does get cold for a day.
So let me ask a true northerner like you. How long have you been in Michigan for?
Probably 47 years.
Okay. So true northerner, what is the weather that has to be? What's the temperature have to be before you put on something long sleeve?
I want to say probably 50s.
50s?
Yeah.
I'm well. Then again, I'm probably heavier than he is anyway, so I got some extra layers on me. I'm over here, like I said, it was in the 40s when I was up there. I was out there in his short and t-shirts.
Yeah, and your dad was yelling at you.
He was yelling at me.
And for me, it'd have to be in the 50s.
Yeah, you told me I was gonna get hypothermia. Like you guys scared the shit out of me, Dad. What are you talking about?
I mean,
so for you, it's the 40s.
Die with. It was like the 30s that day.
No, it was not the
get down into the
30s.
30s.
I wasn't wearing
freezing.
shorts though. I was wearing
There
like.
was a freaking wind chill.
Oh, that was the wind chill. You can't count that.
It was damn.
Okay, you
cold.
can't count the heat index either then.
And then
I don't.
And then our
No.
son-
Wait. Let me point out something there. All these motherfuckers out here that are talking about, oh my God, it's going to get into the mid-hundreds. Is that Fahrenheit temperature or is that the heat index? Because we've had, listen, apparently people don't know Florida. We have 90s, low 90s, mid 90s for the summer. It did not get in the 100s temperature-wise anywhere.
It does sometimes.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Rarely. Florida always has that sea breeze, comes on both ends. It cools it down to the point where it does not reach that level ever. So we know it's going to be 92, 93, 94. When we have this heat advisory, like, are you fucking insane? A heat advisory in Florida? What the hell are you trying to pull? A heat advisory. That's like basically saying there's a freeze warning for the temperature that gets below 60 degrees down here. Because everybody's going to be bundled up in their overcoats. It looks like they're going in. It looks like they're going into the Arctic with the weather that they're having. With the clothing that they're having, they look like they're going to go into the Arctic, and it's only 50 goddamn degrees out. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? You're going to go ahead and layer yourself up that 50, 60 degrees, and you live here, and you mean to tell me you can't stand when it gets a little nipply cold? Like 55 degrees is cold for you? Are you shitting me? I mean, come on.
You realize you're talking about your wife.
Uh-oh.
I'm talking about you. Listen, you get cold in the bedroom.
Yes.
I turned that bitch. Okay. I turned our freaking AC down to 66 degrees at nighttime. Okay. And our bed, if you know anything about HVAC, because I don't know shit, but if you know anything about it, our vent in the bedroom is the first vent that it comes to, which means hurricane all the way right on us, right on top of us.
Yeah, because it's right above the bed.
Right, it's right above the bed. It's a zoom right there. We're getting this air coming down. And I keep it at 66 degrees. Now, granted, the temperature, the thermostat is in the living room, where it's the biggest fucking room of the house. It's not that big. It's only an 1,100 square foot house. And it's the biggest house, though, vaulted ceilings and everything like that. It has got 2 blasters. 2. So that means it has to get to 66 degrees for that blaster to go ahead and turn off. It's probably in the high 50s in our room before it turns off. And it's so nice. It's so nice. And when that
I'm perfectly fine with it as long as I'm under a blanket or 2.
2.
Not always 2.
It mostly is 2. You always the last couple
Not
of nights.
always.
The last couple of nights, you've referred to yourself as a wifesicle, and you had to get a second blanket.
No, I did not have a second blanket the last couple of nights.
No. Oh.
No.
Well, anyway, I'm over here.
I am wifesicle sometimes.
Yeah,
so.
you are. You absolutely are. But that's how cold I like it. When I was up north again, this is when the temperature was down in the low 40s, upper 30s for the low. I could not sleep because they had the heat on, and I don't.
Really?
I need they either had the heat on or it was like they were comfortable with.
Cold that day either.
No, it was cold.
The day that we were at your dad's.
When we
spent
are
the night at your dad's.
when we spent the night at my dad's, it was like the low 40s.
It wasn't as cold.
But
That wasn't the night that it was absolutely freezing.
It didn't matter. I'm talking about that night. I'm talking about that night. I couldn't get the fucking window to open. I needed air coming in, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't, and my fan broke during the middle of the fucking trip. I take a fan so I have that constant air coming at me. I don't care if the AC is on or not. I need that constant air on me. My fan broke in the middle of the goddamn trip, dude.
Oh no!
It broke. I'm like, really? And I'm not going to be able to get a fan up north like that because they're all worried about selling heaters, portable heaters. They don't care about the fan. This is the fan I used to have at Comcast when I'm sitting there at the desk and I'm just have the air right there because it gets hot in there. But anyway, it's like I need the cold to sleep.
But
you know what? I think, well, I sleep with a fan on too, regardless of what the year it is. But for me, it's more the white noise as opposed to the actual cooling.
No, we got the TV on for the noise.
Really?
Yeah, we have the TV on at a low volume.
No, the TV doesn't do anything for me. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I need it to be cold in the room too. I can't sleep if it gets too hot.
Yeah,
but I
true.
do get cold faster than you do.
Yeah, well, you're a wuss. What can I say? You also get drunk faster than I do too. So
well,
you're even more of a wuss.
What does that have to do with
I don't know. It's just you're drinky. You're drunky.
I'm not drunk.
Not yet.
I haven't even had anything to drink.
You know, we need to break. We need to go ahead and get rid of that stuff. Those that liquid
the stuff.
The stuff. Shh. Get rid of the stuff.
The stuff.
The stuff.
The stuff.
So there's a concoction, a liquid Butterfinger.
Oh, that's the stuff you're talking about.
That
I thought you were talking about those 99 bananas and watermelons.
Do we still have those?
Yes.
Where? Oh yeah, we do. I remember now.
Yeah.
Oh,
it sounded like he was about to say, "I'll be right back."
They're in the liquor cabinet.
Yeah, they are. That's right. We haven't even opened them yet. I totally forgot about them. All the 99s. That shit will fucking clear your nasal cavities out good.
So, what is it exactly? Is it anything you can share as far as what's in it?
It's 99 proof alcohol and
he's talking about the Butterfinger thing.
Oh yeah. Shit, maybe I do have to be right back. But no, it's literally 4 alcohols. Did you remember any of them?
One was like a butterscotch something or other, I think.
Okay. Butterscotch something or other.
There was a vanilla something or other.
Vanilla something or other.
Like a vanilla vodka, maybe.
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the bottles because I think I need a drink anyway. Oh my god. Let me
unless you can share, no going to get it unless you can share. With me. I'm sure you can share with your wife.
Unless you can share. I can share with my wife.
Yeah, of course. That's a given. That's not even sharing. It's like half hers.
Yeah, that's true.
I like him.
Yes, that's good.
Hey, I figured when it comes to relationships, I was told you can be right or you can be happy. I choose to smile.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, that whole being right thing is overrated because even on the off chance that I'm right, at some point something's gonna go wrong. So it's not worth being right.
No,
I just nod and smile.
Hey, hang out, Eric. I'll be right back. Get my cans back on here. All right, so here's what it entails. So we got and by the way, all these are equal, so you can pour as much as you want as long as they are in fourths, like a fourth of this, a fourth of that, whatever. This is Smirnoff vanilla. Got Bailey's.
Bailey.
Here's the butterscotch. This is butterscotch schnapps. And Kahula.
Kahlua.
Kahlua, whatever. You say Kahula, I say Kahlua. Or vice versa, whatever they call this. Bottom line is, when you mix all this shit together, it's fucking tasty.
Do you do it on a rocks, or you just mixing it?
Yeah, we just make sure. We just go ahead and make sure it's cold.
Okay. Do you blend it, or it's all just whatever
we
you
stir it? Like we
Okay.
take some of this, we'll put that in there.
Make sure you make two now.
You know what? Yeah, that's right. I gotta make two. Shit.
Well, at least he was smart enough to bring another cup.
Yeah, that's it. Oh no, we got some in the other fridge. We got more.
Do we?
We got more Baileys. Oh yeah, we bought two bottles of each.
Oh.
All right, so we're gonna do
I don't know. You went and bought all the stuff. I don't know.
did. That's right.
So were you guys throwing some sort of an event, or you just decided, you know what, this would be nice for date night? Just sit
we
back
actually saw this on Facebook.
We see these recipes for drinks on Facebook,
All the
and we're like,
time.
"Hey, what the hell?"
Yeah, and we
You
actually
ever seen the
saw
Tipsy
this.
Bartender
Who did you
got
did it, Charles?
on there?
Go ahead on what?
The Tipsy Bartender. He's got some good drinks on there.
Yeah, Tipsy. This guy they call the Tipsy Bartender. He is this clut. I mean, I want to have a body after him. Let's put it that way. He's in shape. But anyway, he goes ahead and he makes this big punches, and sometimes
Yeah.
he makes these things like in like a 5-gallon jug or 2.5-gallon jug, and it's like all this. You got the fruit and everything. It's really good.
But sometimes he does the individual drinks too.
Yeah.
I was watching one that he was doing the other day. Actually, it was a fishbowl. It was a fishbowl pink Starburst.
That's all you got to say right there.
Really?
Oh,
That sounds pretty sweet.
He's got some good shit.
That sounds pretty sweet.
You gotta talk to Eric. I guess. Sure.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, he does like a whole bunch of different stuff. He does a lot of like Jolly Rancher and like different candy flavors.
The Tipsy Bartender, huh?
Yeah. He also does a cooking videos that are I think it's called Not Quite Gourmet or something like that.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen his
No.
cooking? Oh, some of those look pretty good too. Or definitely not gourmet.
Yeah, well, it
Something
sounds
like
familiar.
that.
It sounds familiar, but it's like I'm more the guy. You know that big fat guy, the one with the big beard on the, or the like the stubbled. He does the barbecue and everything like that. I mean, I like watching his stuff because his stuff looks really good. And I mean, if as fat as he is, man, you know, it's like it's got to be good, right?
I know one thing. I'm going to go and get. Let me see. We've got the vanilla Smirnoff, Bailey's, Kahlua, and butterscotch schnapps.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's got it.
Wow.
Do you have it? Do you actually have it? Or you're writing it down.
I've got the Bailey's.
Uh-huh.
The Kahlua is gone. I've got butterscotch schnapps already. I just don't have the vodka, which is probably the primary ingredient.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, all of this it's 25% Bailey's, 25% vodka. It's basically equal. So however big of a drink you want 25% of each.
Okay.
It wasn't even like an ounce of this, 2 ounces of that, 10 ounces of that. No, it's actually equal amounts, just poured it in a cup. It's very simple. That's one of the reasons why I wanted the drink, is it was simple to make.
Well, I like it too because, like I said, its ingredients are easy to get, and individually, I like all four of them individually.
Hell yeah!
So I can only imagine how they would taste together. So You know what?
Well-
I definitely am going to go out and get the vodka. And I'm going to let you guys know how it tastes once I've made it.
Oh, we already know how it tastes. You let me know how you like it.
Well, I'll let you know how I like it, but I'm pretty sure that I'll try not to drink it before the show.
John Monroe says you drunk since yes, we are.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, this is probably
Occasionally, we do have where we'll make a drink on the show.
like we just did.
Like today.
Yeah.
Except it's usually a Friday though.
Yeah, but usually we'll like find a new recipe or something and decide to try it out on the show. And
That's actually not a bad idea for Friday.
And this is
not a bad idea for Friday.
Why, this is one of the reasons why I like Karen to be here instead
yeah,
of
'cause then
virtual.
she can try the drink.
She can try the drink out and she can
And
get a little tipsy.
The foods when we try the
Yeah.
whatever.
It's
foods
fun
we
to
try.
have the show as a whole in the same room. No offense, Eric. I know it's a virtual impossible. Same thing with Philip when he was on the show. It's virtual impossible.
It ain't impossible now.
No. It's impossible unless you want to go ahead and travel 1,000 miles every night for the show. No, it's impossible.
Well, I didn't say every night. I mean, you never know. You know, every now and then when I was doing a podcast with my partner, I'd pop into Atlanta or he'd pop into Detroit and we do something. Matter of fact, the last time I popped in with him, we had my girlfriend my fiance now, at the time she was my girlfriend, because she caters. We had a Cooking with Johnny segment. And not only did we cook, but we drunk so much. I don't even remember half the show.
See, that's the show we like to do, where we don't remember it. The best shows are the ones we have to say, did we do a show last night? Oh, we did? Yeah, we got to listen to that.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? Hey, you know what? I would be open to coming down there when the weather gets a little colder.
Yeah, that would be never.
In Michigan.
Well, in Michigan. Yeah,
Michigan.
You got a summer place down here, or do you guys vacation down here in the summer?
We vacation different spots. We haven't been to Florida yet. So that is something that's on our list. We actually want to hit Universal Studios when the weather gets a little colder. Give us a reason to get out of state.
Yeah, you use those tickets that we got free for. So
hey, absolutely, it's a perk.
Yep. And over here, we're too spoiled for theme parks. We never use them.
Well, we go to Disney constantly.
Yeah,
but,
we're Disney babies.
But
okay,
we don't use our Universal ones. We've used them once.
We use them once to go ahead and see Harry Potter,
yeah,
the world, and that's it.
You know, it's kind of one of those things where, up in Detroit, we've got the Motown Museum. I haven't been to the Motown Museum probably since grade school, but because it's around, it's no big deal to me. But when people come out of town, have you been to the? Yeah, I went. So it's probably like that with you and Universals. It's like, yeah.
Well, Busch Gardens is kind of like that.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I went to Busch Gardens several times because we had passes at one point in time, and like school trips, we would go to Busch Gardens sometimes.
Oh my God, this thing went right through my nose.
Thank God you wasn't on camera.
Yeah, I don't go.
That's a hell of a visual.
I haven't been to Busch Gardens and God, I don't even know.
Yeah, let me ask you, Eric. Are you guys do you have any intention on riding the rides or just going there for the scenery?
I would go there for a couple of rides, but mainly it's the scenery. I would get the rides done early if my kids is like, hey, let's go. I'll go on. Maybe my limit is 3 rides per child. I'll do 3 with you. I'll do 3 with you. And then I'm done.
How many kids are we talking here? Because that could be a lot of rides.
Well, I have 4, but only 2 of them I care enough about to not hurt their feelings. The other 2 are grown, so I'd be like, screw. Like my son, Shotty's 27. I'm like, screw you. You go up there and do it.
No, the reason why I'm saying is Busch Gardens is kind of like a cheap version of the thrill rides because they do have like, oh man, roller coasters over there are second to none. But yeah, Universal, they kick it up a notch with the roller coasters. But Busch Gardens, like I said, for half the price, man, you can go ahead and get your thrill on. Really good. And they got the animals down there. So they got the tours, the safaris, all that shit.
Okay, never thought about Busch Gardens. Well, then again, I knew of Busch Gardens, but never really thought about it. Just the big ones like the Disneys and the Universals. So you guys say Busch Gardens would be a nice family sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Not as costly as the big boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely cheaper. As a matter of fact, let me ring up the Busch Gardens website just to make sure I'm not lying too much.
That's
Because I
the
know
other
they've
thing
gone
we
up.
have down here is the Ringling Museum.
Like the Ringling Brothers, like the circus guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in Sarasota.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's see. Busch Gardens. So they have a fun card. So obviously you're not going to be interested in the fun card. That's just like pay one day and coming back for the rest of the year. Puck info, past members, buy tickets. Tickets for out of staters. Florida one pass ticket, $99 if you want to do it, plus dining for the whole time you're there. Add $50. So it actually kind of got up quite a bit, actually.
So that's like $150.
It's still
for
not
rides and food.
Universal.
Yeah. $150 for rides and food. I mean, rides, when you get the ticket, it comes with the rides, kind of like Universal. It's like, you don't have to pay per ride. You just go ahead and just do it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's they have gone up a little bit. But yeah, like Disney, Disney is like $124.95 or something like that. And the rest of it
depends on which park and what day you go too.
Yeah,
Because
they fluctuate.
They've pinpointed it down now.
Yeah, and if you want to go like to more than one park, you have to add on a park hopper, which is another $40 a day. So it's like, yeah,
Well,
but
they're definitely going to get their money.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, man, you're eclipsing about $200 a ticket almost.
That's why we have passes.
That's why we have the passes. That's why we spend the $900 a year on passes each.
Yeah, if you go a lot, then it's worth it.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Well, right now we got to start going more because it's not getting worth it right now. I mean, like the prices went up because the new passes that they came out with, they're not doing the old passes anymore. But the new passes, they have the water parks included in them.
They're making us pay more for less.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what Disney's doing. But yeah, we're like, an hour. We're about a couple hours away from the parks, and yeah, we need to go more. We need to go at least 12 times a year to make it worth it. Really, really, we do.
Once a month. Hey, why not? Once a month.
I'm good with twice a month. I'm good with moving closer to Orlando so we can go ahead and go a lot more.
Oh, okay.
But no, nobody wants to move to Orlando except me.
Yeah, well, remember, Charles, right or happy, right or happy.
Rider definitely. I heard the first ride her. Okay, no problem. Whatever you say.
Okay.
Speaking of riding her, Johnny Depp is
that.
Well,
what a seg. What a seg.
Yeah, right. Riding her. Johnny Depp, after riding Amanda Turd for the whole is actually got a nice sweet deal from Disney, as Disney is offering him $300 million to go ahead and buy him back as Jack Sparrow.
Oh, $300 million.
$300 million.
Sold. It definitely will pay for whatever little what he had to come out of, like $3 million or something like that out of that suit.
No, well, again, he's making out with 12.
Because
he's owed 15.
Okay.
And he had to pay 2 because he was found guilty in one charge. So he had to pay $2 million out, but he's getting 15. But according to Pop Topic, the 59-year-old actor has been in talks with Disney, so he hasn't shot it down. He's been in talks with Disney about a $300 million deal after winning against his defamation trial against Amber Heard. The insider revealed that Disney are interested in patching up the relationship with him and Depp and have recently reached out to him. They said they've reached out to the actor prior to the defamation trial against Amber and asked whether he would be interested in returning for another pirate film or two. The source added that another project is in the works for Disney Plus. They said the deal is reportedly for Johnny Depp to return as Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean 6 and a spin-off Disney Plus series about the early life of Captain Jack, the early life of the captain of the Black Pearl. They continued. What I can tell you about the studio is already penned up the draft for a film about Jack Sparrow, so they are very hopeful that Johnny will forgive them and return as his iconic character. The source also continues, says the $301 million deal to coax Depp to coming back also reporting adding a sizable donation to a charity of Depp's choice as a gesture of goodwill. He previously told the jury he would not work with Disney again after he was scrubbed from the 6th Pirates movie. His legal team claims that Depp lost out on $22 million payday after Heard published her Washington Post op-ed in 2018 that didn't identify Depp but clearly branded him as the domestic abuser. Depp says he felt as if he was guilty until proven innocent with the executives of Disney. The original script writer was the first to publicly confirm that Disney Studios were ditching the star in 2018 as they reworked the entire franchise. So, blah, 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 blah. Obviously, you know, they're trying to, they obviously want Depp to come back because honestly, let's put it this way.
He made those movies.
He made them. Who else is going to play Jack Sparrow?
And, you know, he was known to show up at Disney in full character as Jack Sparrow.
Really?
Yeah. He was actually known to go ahead into the Pirates ride.
On occasion, yes.
And at the on occasion, like very rare occasions. But usually it was the Disneyland.
Yeah.
But at the Pirates ride at the very end where Jack Sparrow is featured, he would be there in character.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's it was pretty dynamic. I mean, he gave a lot of effort into putting in his character. I mean, he's just a great actor overall. And yeah, I think he got the raw deal in 2018 but Disney was also trying to cover their ass. And they obviously know that, like, okay, listen, we screwed up.
You know, if they're trying to cover their ass, put everything on hold until you find out what is happening.
Yeah, but see, as executives,
instead of dropping it.
But see, as executives, when you have dirt sheets saying one thing, you're going to have a lot of people like right at you, like, okay, what are you going to do about this? You hear what's been typed out? What action are you going to take?
That's what action you're going to take. Put everything on hold until you find out what.
Yeah, I agree with that. It should have been put on hold because this whole guilty until proven innocent thing, like you said, all somebody has to do is just say, person did this, person did that, person did, oh my goodness, that's horrible. And then, you know, you're basically ashamed. And even if you are found innocent in most cases, it still damaged your reputation.
Right. And it's happening a lot lately where they jump the gun on things when, you know, as soon as there's an accusation, they're like, oh, we're pulling this, we're pulling that. Nobody's going to work with you anymore. And then
and that was true to a point. He lost out on, I think, about $20 million in salary during that time.
Yeah.
You know,
sometimes it ends up not being true that, you know, and then in this case, it wasn't true that, you know,
and he stands to gain roughly $280 million. Okay. I know he lost the 20 up front, but
oh no,
he possibly can gain.
He is Johnny Depp, so I don't even losing that money. I don't really think he's out. He's
he's comfortable to go ahead
on the streets or anything like that.
Let's put it this way: even if he had to pay $15 million to Amber Turd, he's not hurting. He's still living in a mansion. He's still living.
Yeah.
He's got his clothes and everything like that. He's got people to clean the shit off his bed. It's fine. He's not going in.
What is Johnny Depp's net worth?
A lot.
That's a good question. Let's take a look at it. I mean, let's go ahead and Google Johnny Depp net worth. Do we want to put any initial bets on it?
From what I understand, he
150 million.
He is not the one who goes out and buys all the extravagant everything and like is, you know, spending all of his money on frivolous stuff.
I think we actually looked this up already. What did you say, Eric?
150 million?
Yeah, it was 150 million.
Okay.
So 150 million, that's his net worth. So yeah, he ain't hurting. As a matter of fact, he goes ahead and accepts this. This is double his net worth.
Yeah, almost triple.
But yeah, but it's like, does he want to work with Disney anymore? That's the question. Like, listen, if you go ahead and accept Disney's $300 million deal, Are you considered, a sellout? Are you considered like, going against your moral obligation? What I mean, Johnny's got all this money to gain by just working a movie in a Disney series.
Here's the thing. There's been a lot of outcry for him to come back to Disney.
Including me.
A lot of outcry. And his fans aren't going to think of him as a sellout because they all want him to come back and continue to be Jack Sparrow, because that was an amazing performance that he gave. And, and any movie that he's in, I mean, he just is completely in character.
And that what makes a good actor. I mean, so Disney sees the value in it. But again, like I said, I think Disney went ahead and tucked their tail between their legs. And it's like, we got to cover our ass and stuff like that. John, of course, being John, says, fuck them. Disney had him guilty from day one. Of course they did. Yeah. I mean, that's it. And that's normal. That's normal for these companies to think that way sometimes.
And especially at that time was when that whole Me Too movement was going on, and everybody was saying, everybody and their mother was saying that someone coerced them into something, and someone was, abusing them in some way, and some of it was true, some of it wasn't.
And just how you figure out what's true and what's not, you don't know. You don't know. It is what it is. 813-699-5353. Man, we have a few topics to get to here. Let's go ahead and run through one of them that's pretty quick, because I kind of want to go ahead and get to our last break and then get to our good news segment. Apparently, if you're in Subway in Atlanta, better watch your P's and Q's. Just saying.
Did we go to Subway in Atlanta?
We did not. Thank God.
We did go to Subway on our trip, but I don't think it was in Atlanta.
Yeah, not in Atlanta. A man who complained that there was too much mayonnaise on a sandwich opened fire in an Atlanta Subway shop.
What the hell?
Killing one employee and injuring another. The shooting happened about 6:30 p.m. on Sunday at a Subway restaurant attached to a gas station in downtown Atlanta. Police said the man argued with the two female workers and then opened fire. As of Monday morning, Atlanta police did not release information about the arrest or details about the suspect.
Over mayonnaise?
Yeah, listen, you over mayonnaise my sandwich. That's death to Allah. I'm just saying.
You over mayonnaise my sandwich. I'm going to take a napkin and wipe some of it off.
Well, listen. You're supposed to be a sandwich artist when you're at Subway. And if that artist means you're going to put too much goo on my sandwich, then we have a business to discuss.
God forbid if this guy orders Big Mac. Because that sauce is everywhere.
Is always going to be just like globs of.
He's gonna plant a bomb in the freaking McDonald's. He's gonna take everybody out.
That's terrible. That's almost as bad as a story that I heard, and I can't remember where I saw it. But somebody who worked at a Little Caesars, they got fired and came back and shot the manager.
Oh, that's Postal 101. Police Chief Darwin told the TV station there, "What you're seeing behind me is the result of a tragedy, a senseless tragedy that we've seen numerous times throughout the year, where an argument leads to gunfire, and now we have somebody dead. If they only went ahead and put less mayonnaise on the sandwich, we wouldn't have this problem." That last part I made up, by the way.
Oh, I guess that was you ad-libbing. I'm about to say, wow, did the police chief really say that?
Oh, jeez.
I wouldn't be surprised if you actually had somebody said that, Charles. I can't even lie to you. That sounds like something in 2022 somebody would do.
He really shouldn't have put that much mayonnaise on the sandwich, man.
Man, I saw the sandwich, man. It was more mayonnaise than meat. What the fuck? This guy had every right. If he could hold the gun correctly without the mayonnaise or slipping around on his fingers, he probably would have shot both of them.
Wow.
You gonna break now?
Made me a drink.
You know what? I forgot about the fact that you guys have had a little sip.
She's giggling. No. She had to go ahead and cough now. Yeah, she had to make the drink a COVID cough.
I am tipsy.
John says, do you know where the Subway headquarters is? Hopefully not Atlanta.
Let's hope
I'm just
not.
hoping. I'm just hoping.
Let's hope not.
Restaurant owner Willie Glenn said, it just breaks my heart to know that somebody had the audacity to point a weapon and shoot somebody for as little as too much mayonnaise on a sandwich.
Put too much mayonnaise on that sandwich.
My God. If only they would let us know they just wanted light mayonnaise, it could have been made all great. Would you like more lettuce, sir, to compensate for the mayonnaise?
I guess you got to refresh the refresh, right?
Yeah, right. Reload the refresh, apparently.
Oh my goodness. Where's Jared when you need him from Subway?
He's still looking up child porn.
He's still
okay.
in jail, probably.
Yeah,
you know, I read his but listened to a documentary on that, and man, that is just like so freaking sad. That's well, we're not even going to get into that. That's not the time for it. But that whole story.
It's only a 2-hour show. We can't do that. Just
I should have got here on time.
Well, hey, listen, you were working. That's fine. So whatever you do, next time you go to a Subway, and I'm talking to the Subway coworkers, don't put too much mayonnaise on a sandwich. You never know what could happen. Refresh the refresh.
Wow.
We got to take a break. We're going to come back, get some good news, right?
Yeah.
All right. You still see straight?
Maybe.
Let's put it this way. This next segment is going to be brought to you by AA.
I am not an alcoholic. I don't drink that much.
I don't know. Judging by the way you are right now, that's
I can get tipsy off of one drink, but that doesn't mean I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, whatever.
That's right. I ain't drunk. I just been drinking.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh my God. We'll be right back. We got songs from Nurka and Scary Box. We'll start with the box because right now it's pretty scary. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Wrapping up the show with Alyssa's good news after a short break.
Fly away into your grave. The name you made means nothing today. Suddenly it all went wrong, and we were blinded all along, surrounded by idiots and self-absorbed, short-sighted wits. Do as you're told, don't step out of line, don't ever grow bold, free thinking's a crime. I can't be what you want me to be. I am only me with no apologies. Television sells us lies. You want my end, I don't know why. Surrounded by idiots and gullible, short-sighted wits. I feel like an alien. I must go home, I don't fit in. Exacerbates my need to shine. Lie away into your grave. The name you made means nothing today. Gradually it all goes wrong, 'cause you were blinded all along.
You got to go and get angry at all of my honesty. You know I try, but I don't do too well with apologies. I hope I don't run out of time. Could someone call a referee? 'Cause I just need one more shot at forgiveness. I know you know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. And by once or twice, I mean maybe a couple of 100 times. So let me redeem myself tonight. 'Cause I just need one more shot at second chances. Hey, is it too late now to say sorry? 'Cause I know you want to forgive Bill Cosby. Is it too late now to say sorry? Yeah, I know I'm stupid enough to let you down. Is it too late to say I'm sorry now?
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, we got no time to waste. We're going right to the good news. So let's go ahead and bring Alyssa here. Cute little Alyssa. And she's going ahead and give it, well, cute. Yeah, pretty cute. Whatever. Tell us what you got there.
A stranger finds a phone in a river and tracks down the owner to return sentimental photos. A man who, when canoeing for his bachelor party, lost his iPhone on a river in... I can't even read that at all. was absolutely amazed when 10 months later he saw sentimental photos of the party posted on Facebook in an effort to reunite the phone with the owner. What is so funny about that?
It's fun. He lost it on the canoe and it was an iPhone.
I was in a 2-man canoe and my partner probably shouldn't have stood up. And needless to say, we fell in. Owen Davies. Why do people have weird names?
Mr. Davies
told BBC Radio something or other. The phone was in my back pocket. And as soon as it was in the water, I realized the phone was gone. Gone for good, perhaps, as water and electrical devices hardly mix. After being immersed for 10 months, another canoer, Miguel Pacheco,
Bless you.
spotted something blue in the water. Discovering Davy's phone, some people would have thrown it away or hawked it to a phone refurbishment store. Instead, Pacheco, imagining there would be memories and important information on the phone, took it home, took it apart, and thoroughly dried every component out using an airline and compressor and airing cupboard. What the heck is that?
He dried it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
a PSA that Alyssa's drunk.
In the morning, he attached it to a charger, and boom, it turned on to reveal a homepage image of a beautiful couple and a date marked more than 10 months ago.
Wow.
Pacheco shared pictures of the phone and the screensaver on a Facebook group for Cinderford, the town the river passes through. They were shared more than 4,000 times. Eventually, friends of Davies, who by then had moved to Edinburgh with his fiancée, saw the photos and alerted him. He told BBC that he couldn't believe that after 10 months of sitting in water, the phone could be not only restored to working order, but that someone would make the effort to find him. I know I lost my phone. I've got a lot of pictures of my children. I know I'd want that back, Pacheco told BBC. That's the end.
Awesome.
That was kind of a
That's fine.
That was pretty kind of them.
Well, what was that, Eric? There, you're a little bit muffled there.
No, I'm sorry. I said that was very kind of them to do that.
Yeah,
I would agree.
I don't know if I'd go through all the effort to dry it out. I might stick it in a thing of rice for a few hours and see what happens. But other than that, I don't know if I'd go through quite as much effort as they did.
Rice, baby. Make sure you go ahead and look at us up on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Got a great bunch of programming lineups from Monday through Friday. Make sure you go ahead and start your morning off whenever that may be, as early as 7:30 in the morning Eastern time with DJ Scotty and the Morning Mayhem. And then the Steve Jarrett Morning Show follows at 10 a.m. Eastern time all the way to 1 p.m. So we got your morning covered no matter where you are in America. And then in the afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m., it's Matt Connerton Unleashed. And then you got us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. Plus, you also have Philip D. Blackman from 6 to 7 right before us on the same days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Bottom line is, go to the website. Go ahead and see what we got going on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Eric, any final words there, my friend, before we go ahead and shut this thing down, getting ready for Wednesday?
Just stay safe, America. Oh, and I think for the first time, you actually missed the scooter going past at 8:53.
Maybe. That's
no,
good.
You did.
That's
you
good.
did.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. All right. We're scooter free on this Monday. So we'll see Wednesday if we have the same luck.
All right. See you Wednesday.
Yep. In the meantime, take care, everybody. We're out of here. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right.
To see the light.